In other news, there was another press conference held earlier this morning on the government house steps involving Shelley Moorhead and his fight for reparations. News Channel 8's Wes Small files this report.
Yes, Senator, some words that you were saying at the press conference, if you could just get to the meat of it once again. You're a little disappointed, it looks like, at the failure of the Virgin Island government to recognize ACRA, and I sense some energy in your voice. It's interesting that Governor Chris from Florida also mentioned that several islands, our neighbors in the Eastern Caribbean, have already started to deal with reparations from slavery. The Jewish Holocaust, mentioning that, the Japanese wrongful internment that they occurred during World War II after Pearl Harbor in the United States, and the Indians, of course, with the United States. And it seems like these young men and women have been left out. Is that what you're sensing?
Yeah, well, first of all, let me correct you in that. I'm not really looking for the government to acknowledge ACRA. ACRA is who it is. But the government to recognize the reparation movement is what they really need to be a part of. Because this reparation is about all of us. The Virgin Islands has a mix, unlike any place else in America. The percentage of black inhabitants here in the Virgin Islands will dictate to us that cause should be in the forefront of our mind, meaning we know what suffered here. The St. Croix in particular was a camp break-in for Africans when they brought them from the east. They had over 300 plantations here. So when we talk about the reparation issue, it's a real issue. It's not just monetary, and it's not just a monetary issue either. And for those who want to minimize it as if, oh, we're trying to seek some monies from Denmark, well, that's foolishness. The idea is this: we've been mistreated. The world powers have already given back to the Japanese, helping them to restore their societies, helping them to establish museums to keep artifacts of all it. They've done it for the Jews, big museums, and they continue to give them every year about $8 million every year towards this museum. What about us? We know good and well that most of our records, most of our artifacts are in Denmark museums. Denmark tourism benefits because of it. Denmark entire economy benefits because of it. And we're not attacking Denmark. We're not attacking anyone for that matter. All we're saying is this, and Denmark is willing to come to the table and talk. We want to bring the other world powers to the table to talk. We as a government need to approach them and say, hey, listen, what dialogue? Shelley Moorhead has done a great job already with ACRA. We've been to Denmark, we've met with government officials, we've met with high society organizations in Denmark who are willing. As a matter of fact, they are very much interested. They are showing more interest than our government. And this is a black community, and so I'm saying it's hypocrisy for the governor to turn his head toward this. And the statement I made earlier about Denmark talking about they closing a chapter and it saying that it was legal at the time. Exploitation of any humanity on earth is never legal in God's eye. And so anybody who would like who care to put that in writing and is in accord with any such admission that it was legal. Man makes a lot of things legal that are wrong in God's eyes. And God's law is what we should follow. And treating anybody inhumane, it can't ever be legal in anybody's eyes. You can't care more about animals than you care about people. And we know good and well that people of this color, I'm a black man. I'm not trying to change that. I'm not interested in changing that. And anybody who wants to disrespect that because of this will just have to face my wrath. Because I will not be mistreated because I'm black.
Shelley Moorhead, I know you're tired. You've just had a press conference for the last hour or so. Where are we right now?
Oh, we're doing very well. We're good. We're positioned here at Government House. The issue of reparations is being discussed all throughout the Virgin Islands community, and I think that those are the very small victories that are along the way to this discussion on reparations and repair. When a student at the St. Croix Educational Complex can come here with her pen and her pad and say that her assignment and the assignment for her class is the matter of reparations, and that they are talking now about Denmark and Virgin Islands history, regardless of the curriculum that is in place here in the territory, then we know that we are being victorious. When you can listen to all the horns that blow every day and the elderly that come, the couple that is here from Los Angeles, and all the support in the community. It is not necessary that the governor come out here and speak to me, but it is necessary that he address his constituents on this matter.
Okay.
Now,
Yes, sir.
go ahead.
Are you okay?
Certainly.
All right. One final thing. A lot of people come up to me and they say, Wes, this young man's not eating. We are for his cause, but what can we do to support him? What can people out there do to support you? Just keep honking as they drive by?
Certainly, that's the energy that keeps us moving and motivated, and it keeps us here. As long as they keep honking, we'll be here. And so, but certainly, educate your children. When we have forums, come out to them. Call your elected officials. You can call Government House and hold them accountable on this issue. Push for this discussion on repair. And when we do have our community-wide territory town hall discussion on reparations, come out and be supportive. There have been many talks, Wes, and many people who have come that want to do a rally or have discussed plans for a march here in front of Government House. And certainly those things excite us. And if the community is willing to come together to do that, we're willing to be supportive and involved and participate. But the principle of fasting and prayer and hunger strike, those principles have brought us here, and these are the principles that are now educating the Virgin Islands community. So those are the principles upon which we're standing. If there needs to be a rally, then certainly the community to come together, and we'll support that.
Okay, Shelley, you get some rest, okay? All right, well, there you have it. I'm also going to urge people in the medical viewing audience to come check on Shelley this weekend to check his vital signs. He is weak. He's lost a lot of weight. I'm making that request, not Shelley. Here we are in the steps of Government House. Reparations movement continue. You heard from Senator Positive Nelson and other supporters of this group. The standoff continues between Virgin Island Governor John DeYoung and Shelley Moorhead. When will he leave? You know the answer. Until. I'm Wes Small for News Channel 8.